Hello bellezas, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here then just welcome. Hi, my name is Brenda. I do mostly paranormal videos here on my channel, so if that is something that you are interested in, please consider subscribing down below and turn on your post notifications so you do not miss when I post another video like this one. Now with all of that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. Alright, sorry you guys, I had to quickly interrupt the video to thank Rose Forever New York for partnering with me once again for today's video. So I just wanted to show you guys really quickly what they sent over to me, which are some beautiful roses, so you guys can check them out yourselves as well. So let me show you guys the roses really quick. Alright, look at these beauties. They are in this little pink box that comes with a cover, which actually goes on the top of the roses. They are 100% real roses that are preserved with natural oils to keep them fresh, and they last up to 1 year. They also smell so amazing. I love Rose Forever New York. This is the third box that they have sent over. This is a velvet material that is all vegan. And let me just tell you guys a little bit about Rose Forever New York. They are a New York based rose brand which launched in 2019. They specialize in designing luxurious flower bouquets that are filled with hand-picked exquisite roses that last for a year. Their roses come in round or square shaped velvet boxes, and they have 3 different sizes, either a box full of 9, 16, or 36 roses per box. They are great to decorate your home with, like your room or your living room, any part of your house where you think it would fit this sort of style. And they are also a great gift for anybody who you know that loves flowers, whether it be your mom, your sister, your cousin. It's a great gift for anybody. And they have such a wide variety of different color palettes for each different box. Every single box has a different unique color, and you can kind of mismatch the different colors of the roses as well. So if you guys would like to check out Rose Forever New York, I will leave their information down below, and you can use my code BeyondBelleza20 to get $20 off of your order at checkout site-wide with no conditions. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and check them out. Once again, thank you so much to Rose Forever New York for partnering with me once again, and I am so in love with these roses. Alright guys, now let's get back to the video. Alright you guys, so as you can most likely tell by the title, as always, today I am going to be talking to you guys about 3 fascinating paranormal occurrences in Mexico. Sorry, I really had to brace myself for saying occurrences because I always mess it up somehow. Like my tongue does not like the way that flows. But yeah, that is what we're going to be talking about today, and I'm really excited because I actually wrote myself out a script this time so I can read off of it that way and not just kind of go off of the top of my head. And these are 3 different things that I found in the source from Vice, and it was told by it was somebody that they interviewed, and he kind of summarized these 3 different occurrences, and he just added to that. So I ended up doing my own research on these 3 occurrences and then adding to it in this script. So let's go ahead and get into the first one now that I think I said everything I needed to say, I think. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it. The first one, and as I said, I'm going to be reading here off of my Google Doc that I wrote down for myself. Okay, the first one is the enigmatic zone of silence. Now, I do want to say that I have covered this very briefly in one of my other ones where I was reading off about a bunch of different places in Mexico that are haunted, and I didn't find too much information, and so this article that I'm reading off of, or that I read off of, was actually really helpful because I feel like he had a lot more information on this. Okay, so let's get into it. So it says in 1966, Engineer Harry de la Peña was commissioned by the Petróleos Mexicanos company to locate oil fields near the Bolsón de Mapimi River basin. The nature of his job required him to communicate with the rest of the brigades via radio. However, the transmission of frequencies was impeded by some mysterious but powerful interference. Intrigued, De la Peña tried other locations, but the strange phenomenon persisted. After experiments and tests, he concluded that this zone possessed an inexplicably high electromagnetic energy index. So yeah, that's how they ended up finding out that there's basically no kind of like signal in this area for some reason. A lot of the electromagnetic energy kind of interferes with that, and I feel like to this day they don't really know why that is. There could be a lot of different things that cause this phenomenon, but okay, let's continue. It says, found between the states of Durango, Chihuahua, and Coahuila, it is believed this expanse of desert contained enormous mineral deposits, which seem to generate potent electromagnetic fields that impede radio waves. This magnetism also causes compasses to fail, and many believe this area attracts more meteorites than any other part of the world. The location is also a meteorite hotspot. 2 meteorites have landed on the same ranch according to Atlas Obscura, one in 1938 and the other in 1954. Scientists believe the remains of these meteorites have magnetic qualities, which could explain why so many iron-rich objects from space have ended up here. In July 1970, NASA launched an Athena rocket into space from the Green River Base in Utah to study the upper atmosphere. The capsule was slated to land in White Sands, New Mexico, but it was curiously diverted to what came to be known as the Zone of Silence. NASA alerted the Mexican government about the unexpected landing, cautioning that it contained the highly radioactive element cobalt-57. Mexico granted NASA permission to search for the rocket, and NASA sent a large contingent of North American scientists and soldiers. They're up to something over here, for sure. Using the cleanup of radioactive chemicals as cover, NASA extended its stay after realizing the zone's scientific potential. According to investigators, NASA had discovered that the region generates a huge electromagnetic vortex ideal for launching rockets into space. Mexican President Luis Echevarria, I think, denied this request, and they were ordered to evacuate the area within 72 hours. Many mysteries still remain in the Zone of Silence, which is likened to other enigmatic places like the Bermuda Triangle. It is also said that the zone houses an extraterrestrial base and that its large magnetic vortex is used as a dimensional energy portal through which UFOs leave and arrive. The zone will continue to be an enigma until its anomalies are explained. Ranchers have reported unusual lights and strange persons appearing out of nowhere and claiming to be from above. Many witnesses have often seen the same 3 blonde strangers. And I had mentioned these strangers before and about how they're kind of some sort of alien-human hybrid because they look like humans for the most part. There's just something kind of off about them, and they have blonde hair, and they always depict them as coming in these like jumpsuits with their like medium length blonde hair, and whoever they are, they just know that there's some kind of alien life form. And I thought this one was super interesting because not only is it like scientifically proven that there's some kind of phenomenon going on here that they can't really explain. There's just a lot of different things that tie into why this could be going on. But whatever is going on there seems to be attracting other beings from outer space and other kinds of UFOs. and it's also like an area where there will not be a lot of people just wandering around in the middle of this desert area, right? So that is the first one, and that concludes the end of that one. I thought that one was super interesting because I do believe that there's a bunch of different things that we can't explain, including when it comes to aliens and other life forms that we have yet to discover or interact with. So super interesting. Now let's go ahead and move on to our second paranormal phenomenon here. All right, okay, so this one I might actually butcher the name of because I think it's Cheneque or Cheneque, but I'm not too sure. So I might end up butchering a bunch of times here, saying it a bunch of different ways. But anyway, this one is called snaring a Cheneque. A Cheneque. I don't know. In June 2007, workers at a veterinary ranch in Metepec found that some birds they were breeding had been mysteriously killed. Fearing that some hungry rat was the cause of these attacks, they set up traps and waited. The following afternoon, Angel Nunez, a veterinary assistant, found something lodged in the trap. He tossed it into a tanning solution without looking, figuring it was one of those pesky Egyptian rats that sometimes found their way into the ranch. The next day, it was discovered that the rat was really a small life form with humanoid characteristics. Angel informed his colleagues immediately, and they examined the strange creature, which exhibited a morphology neither had ever seen. The being was around 28 inches tall, with a large head, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, incisors, hands with 5 fingers, and most intriguingly, a tail. Francisco Garcia, an employee at the ranch, recalled this about the incident. Quote, "It was a Cheneque, or Cheneque. Sorry. They are elves that exist in the underworld and go around playing pranks. I've seen it when it comes out one side of the gate and looks out at the street. Then it retreats quickly when it notices I'm watching. This time we've trapped one and proved they're real." End quote. The strange animal is still on display at the ranch as testimony to the existence of Cheneques, or Cheneques. Studies conducted on the body have proved inconclusive, and, for now, the enigma of the humanoid being of the Metepec continues. So I thought that one was really interesting because they are like pretty adamant about this being an actual humanoid creature that we've never seen before, and I will be showing you guys pictures here too. I want to pull one up here just so I kind of know what I will be showing you guys. Give me a second. I feel like it might be pronounced Cheneque, but okay, so there's basically a bunch of different versions of this, of whatever this creature is. It's just basically like some kind of elf being. Alright, what's odd with this one is that I don't seem to find like an actual picture of the actual thing that they found, you know, here in Metepec. So I don't know if they like hid it away or if they have it in display somewhere and they don't take pictures of it. You can only go see it there. I'm not really too sure, but either way, this veterinary ranch claims to have found one of these in 2007. So either way, really interesting case, and I thought that one was a fun one just because I love reading things about different mythical creatures or alien forms, so on and so forth. Okay, now let's move on to our last one here, our third paranormal phenomenon. This one is the Witch of Guadalupe. In the early hours of January 16, 2004, Officer Leonardo Samaniego was doing his rounds in the municipality of Guadalupe, Nuevo León. Leonardo was turning on Alamo Street in his squad car when he saw a dark object fall from a tree and levitate above the ground. He switched on the emergency lights to see what was in front of him. It was a woman dressed in a black tunic and hat, reports Leonardo. She fell from the tree but didn't touch the ground. She just floated. When I shined the lights on her, she turned and looked at me with an evil glare. She covered her eyes as if the light bothered her. She had dark skin, 2 huge black eyes without eyelashes, and was draped in a black cape and a hat. There wasn't a broom or anything like that, but she flew and jumped on me. She was a witch. A few seconds later, the being jumped onto the car. Leonardo attempted to escape by putting the car in reverse before radioing the police station, asking for backup, while the diabolic being clung to the windshield like a lamprey? I don't know what a lamprey is. And tried to claw its way through the glass. Leonardo lost control, hit a fence, and was knocked unconscious. Soon after, ambulances arrived and police canvassed the area, believing some gang or delinquent had attacked him, but no evidence of this was found. The media tagged the incident as the Witch of Guadalupe, while an internal investigation was conducted. Leonardo was drug tested and given a psychological evaluation, but the results revealed he was mentally sound and not under the influence of alcohol or narcotics. The Secretary of Public Security concluded that the incident was real and the case remains unsolved. So this one I thought was really fun because I always love reading about encounters with witches or like sightings of witches, and this is more on the side of like these evil beings, you know, because there's all kinds of different witchcraft. We've talked about this a lot on my channel and what it means to, you know, do witchcraft and be a witch. So this is more intriguing for me because these are like these entities that are evil basically, because I know there's a lot of different forms of witches, but this one was really intriguing to me because this is just a police officer on duty, you know, unless he was just bored and he wanted to make up a story for whatever reason. There's really no motive from him to just make this up and be like, oh yeah, like I was attacked by a witch, and then on top of that call other officers to come to his aid and, you know, waste their time as well. Like if he was gonna make up a story about how he saw a witch on a tree, he would have just said that, you know, he would have just told somebody like his friends or his colleagues or whatever and just been like, yeah, I just drove away out of there, I pieced out and then she didn't catch me and that was it, you know. But to go out of your way to like crash your car into a fence and then call for backup and then put this whole story, have a whole investigation happen, because obviously they're gonna want to look for whoever attacked you to cause you to run your car into a fence. So I thought that was pretty much a legitimate story to me, just because for me it doesn't seem like anybody would lie about something like this, you know. And the fact that it's unsolved, like they didn't find who attacked him. Like let's say he thought that she was hovering but she really wasn't, like maybe there was some angle that made it look like that, but the fact that they didn't find any sign of him being attacked either way, it's so weird to me, you know. And as I said, absolutely no reason to make this story up. But yeah guys, that is going to conclude the 3 paranormal phenomenons from Mexico. Let me know your thoughts on each one of these and which one was your favorite, which one was the most intriguing to you, and which one are you going to go look up some more information about, because I know these were pretty brief ones, like each one of them was like about a paragraph or 2, but I kind of just wanted to give you guys the basis of it. And there is so much more that goes on in these different areas that I talked about today, because I'm pretty sure there might be more sightings of this witch in Guadalupe. There might be more sightings of the Cheneque, which are just the elves, because I know so many people have different stories about witnessing little duendes walking around or moving their stuff around or having different experiences when it comes to duendes. So definitely something really fun to look into. And then for the other one of the zone of silence, I'm pretty sure people have gone to investigate the zone of silence, to go test out the the energy in that area and so on and so forth. But these were all super fun to look up, and I encourage you guys to go do some research on your own to read some more things about it, because it's super fun, and I always love learning about different places like this. But yeah guys, that is going to be it from me. I really do hope that you enjoyed today's video, but before I do end the video, today's comment shout out goes to this person right here. Thank you so much for leaving a nice comment. As always, I really do appreciate it, and it really makes my day. And if you want to be the next comment shout out, all you have to do is leave me a nice comment down below, and that's it. Now, with all of that being said, you guys, hopefully I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to stay safe and be kind. Bye bye.